Gaming, and I am joined by the what is it? The guy who looks like he's plotting world domination from the keys of his what is it? Little what looks like smaller than studio apartment with glasses that make him look like an evil scientist and a pretty much big bald head that and what is it? He's basically you look like, oh god, what was that guy I said before? Fuck. I'm actually kind of mad I can't remember his name.
I was thinking Discount Heisenberg from Breaking Bad.
No, it wasn't Discount Heisenberg. He was a YouTuber. He's got the messed up arm. He's got the,
If you call me that man's name one more time, Evan, I'm literally
He doesn't even know the name. He can't.
I know. I can't remember the name.
Your house to kick your ass.
Okay. But what is it? And then when you hear
can't
this,
be offended because he hasn't called you the name yet.
And then when you hear this name, since he's already kind of introduced himself. Oh, damn it. My sound effects aren't working. Now I'm kind of bummed out. Hang on. I can fix this.
You have technology.
Hang on. I have technology. Where's mine?
Are you sure you know how to use said technology?
No, I'm usually technologically retarded. But, times they are a-changing, my friend. And I'm kind of...
Hey, Evan, I have a question.
Ah,
how do you see with one eye? Do you turn physically?
What do you think? What do you think I do? Like, you're like, look, I get it. I mean, I know you've taken loads to the face before. Do I ask you how you see through cum? Your look of disappointment shows that you are familiar with that phrase. But anyway,
Evan, I will rip your beard one hair off of you, one hair at a time.
Yeah, you could try. Many have tried, many have failed. You can get the cigarette out of your mouth now. Damn it. I'm mad. I'm really mad that my sound effects aren't working. But hang on.
Well, they probably suck anyway.
Hey, no.
Being a Rocket Man.
I'm sitting here being lectured by the fucking Rocket Man. But anyway, we got a great show for you today on the Sunday Soapbox. What is it? In case you haven't seen the what is it? A couple of the title. We have what is it? The Gundam controversy in MW3. Tim's mostly going to be talking about that while he's sitting there just staring at me like I'm, like dying or something.
I'm on a firing range testing out a gun that I just built.
No, you're in your room looking at a screen.
Yeah, I know. Like, you look creepy when you're just staring, like you're staring at me like fucking what's his name, like Vincent D'Onofrio in Full Metal Jacket, like you're about to put a rifle in your mouth. But anyway, so what is it? There's a controversy apparently with Gundam and MW3. I have no idea what the fuck that is because I left Actavision a long fucking time ago with I wouldn't even say Activision. I would say what is it? Call of Duty, but in Black Ops 2 pretty much. Tried Black Ops 3, tried Black Ops 4, wasn't a huge fan of it, besides the Battle Royale mode. And then, of course, we have the Uvalde parents. Speaking of Activision, we got pretty much two stories involving them, which I kind of feel bad. The Uvalde parents, victims of the school shooting, sue Activision, which so basically all this really much boils down. Am I the only person that when I heard this story, I felt like I was being smacked and put back into 1999?
Yeah, with the whole Columbine bullshit.
Well, not even Columbine. Just hang on. Let me share my screen with a presentation. There we go. Let me share my screen really quickly because you're getting screenception for a second. All right, so Lily, this is the gamesindustry.biz, which that just sounds crazy, but parents of victims of Uvalde school shooting sue Activision. Okay, I'm very confused because as reported, this is the second anniversary of the shooting where 19 children, 2 teachers were killed by an 18-year-old gunman. Okay, I'm confused because they're describing as Activision was described as being the most prolific and effective marketer of assault weapons in the United States, referring to alleged gun product placement in the Call of Duty games. It's a fucking military shooter. Again, am I the only person that feels like I was smacked right back into 1999? Because this seems like a huge knee-jerk reaction again. Like when was Columbine?
98. I believe.
98, right?
Man,
we got technology. Okay. When was Columbine? It's the third thing that's probably said. April 20th, 1999. So, like, I don't understand. Like, it literally feels like we're right back here again. And I don't understand why the fuck we keep having to settle the debate of do video games cause violence. So I'm going to open it up to the panel. What do you guys think?
I honestly think it's just fucking fear-mongering. That's all it is. It's at its base form.
Val, what do you think?
How should I word this correctly? At the end of the day, if you believe video games to be the cause of a majority of violence in the world, where the fuck do you get off, and where is your evidence that says so?
Well, there's been multiple studies that have proven the
opposite.
opposite.
There are multiple studies, but here's the thing. People can literally just fudge those studies.
Well, no, I agree, but I'm just, like, frustrated because we've had video games for, like, the last, going almost 40 years.
And not to mention, it's just, like, you don't, like, at that point, if you're going to bring it up, give us, like, the last, what are the last 5 games that person played?
Well, my thing is, and that's not even an accurate number, because, I mean, you could easily say, like, that's like saying if a guy went out and shot up a school or shot up somewhere, and the last video he watched was one of my videos, they would say, like, oh, fan of Evan from Stupidly Awesome Gaming.
I mean, that's essentially what I'm trying to get here, is, like, the man that, anybody that does anything, like, let's say some guy robbed a convenience store, right, and then, left one man injured. What was the cause of it? This kid just had a gun on him, and what was the last thing he did? Video games. Oh yeah, but what was he playing? Pac-Man 99.
I mean,
George, you're gonna. Okay, yeah, okay. I think he's. Hang on. Let me. Apologies, people, for 1 second. Let me just.
Oh God, screenception.
I know. Give me a second. Let me just turn
It's
this on
an
duo
infinite
so they're going to
void.
be staring at our ugly faces for a minute. Okay, yeah. He's.
Yeah, see, Evan.
I believe I turned the participants off, or not the participants, but, like, needing authentication off. But, like, it's just frustrating because I'm just getting annoyed because how many times? Sorry, screenception again. Like, how many fucking times do we have to have this goddamn argument? It's pissing me the fuck off. In case you haven't. Like, I mean,
again,
okay.
It's the conundrum. It's like they can just literally play the video games are violent card. That's it. There's no prior, like, they don't go beyond that, and they feel like they should.
Well, an EA issued a statement in which, the lawsuit was baseless. We are saddened and outraged by senseless acts of violence. It said at the same time we discourage baseless accusations linking these tragedies to video gameplay, which detract from the efforts to focus on the root issue and question and safeguard against future tragedies. Many other countries have similar rates of video gameplay to the United States, yet do not see familiar rates of gun violence. Okay, but the problem I'm is that what is it? Like, they say, like, it has alleged gun product placement, like, and it says that it is the most prolific marketer and effective marketer of assault weapons. Okay, does any gun people here? I know George is a gun person. Okay, does anybody know what an assault weapon is?
It can literally
a
be
lead
anything.
pud can be an assault weapon. You can go over and smash somebody in the face.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, an assault weapon.
The stupidest fucking term I've ever heard someone use. And it's like, do you even know what an assault weapon is? They're like,
well, it's kind of like how
no, it's
say,
not.
like,
it's any weapon you're intending on using anything.
But assault weapon is
in
basically just a gun
way.
that looks big and scary. That's it. Because we already have laws against full auto. We already have laws against, like, many things that you can't have on a gun. I mean, hell, even Donald Trump put into fucking effect a pistol brace ban, which a lot of people were pissed off against. Bump stock Donnie, a lot of people called him, because it basically retroactively made a bunch of people hundreds of people, or no, I think it was thousands of people, felons overnight because you own something that you weren't supposed to do. The ATF has literally put in place legislation. A lot of people are pissed off about that because they're not a governing
Brady
body.
Act and all
They're
that
an
other
enforcement
bullshit.
body. So
In
the
the
thing that's
case of,
frustrating me is we keep having issues of the thing that frustrates me is we keep having issues of violence, and they keep wanting to blame video games. A part of me is like, it's a convenient scapegoat, and I'm also just like, and a part of me is just like, it's just like they just want someone to blame. And honestly, I'm very much ashamed on the fucking lawyer for even bringing this across and just saying it's like that's not going to be effective at all. Because why? Like we tried this back in '99, didn't work. I think hell, we've had this debate going back since 1980s technically. Like when did Mortal Kombat come out? And
Which
that's how
one?
we got the SRB.
Because there were there were 3 specific Mortal Kombats that came into question for this exact same situation.
I think it was even before that. The only problem
No,
was
it was
that
the
Mortal
Hollywood
Kombat made it
shootout.
more,
It was the Hollywood shootout.
Because it was like Mortal Kombat. I think it was Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 7, and then Mortal Kombat 9.
And here, there we go. Let me. Okay, well,
That's the newest one. You may have to be like Mortal Kombat. First Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, when did the first Mortal Kombat come out? Okay, 1992. We had this argument back in 92 because that was in the age when fucking ripping a spine out of somebody was actually shocking. And that's what's really frustrating is like, okay, and that's how we got the SRB. Like a lot of people don't fucking remember the hell, I technically wasn't old enough to remember, but I remember seeing a bunch of documentaries on it. Like the SRB, like when you see that little label in the corner of it that says rated M for mature, rated T for teen, rated E for everybody, like that was the whole that's how we got rating systems on video games. And that was also hell in the 90s in the 80s they were putting fucking parental advisories stickers on fucking albums. Thanks, Tipper Gore. Yeah, you really all you did was market it to a whole other, like a bunch of other people that saying that this is the shit that you want. Fucking, I'm just frustrated. I'm tired of rehashing the same old arguments. It just feels like it's not helping anybody, and it's pissing.
Remember, the moronic masses can't form new ideas, so they use old ones.
Mortal Kombat was the main one. There was a couple other games too. I think Splatterhouse was another one of them. There was another game that was in the Sega.
Splatterhouse, yeah, I remember that game.
You guys remember a game called Mad World?
Well, that was the more recent one. No, that was like 2010. No,
2010, I believe. It was for the Wii.
Yep, I briefly played that.
Okay, yeah, this was the original Splatterhouse. It looks like kind of like Jason, stuff like that. It was basically a beat 'em up arcade game. Honestly, I liked the 2010 remake. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't what I was looking for.
There was also this other game. I think it was on Sega, but it was just like it was one of those FMV games, but it was like I guess you were kidnapping girls. I guess I can't remember the name.
Oh, you were freeing girls. It was like a big issue at one point because of it like you would. Man, I honestly couldn't tell you. It's been that long. Here, let me look at this. Here, let me presentation and then Splatterhouse. Let's take a look at the beat 'em. Wait a minute. The one where you were supposedly kidnapping girls. It wasn't a live action one.
Yes, it was an FMV game.
Yeah, fucking, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the one where you play like a police agent or whatever, and somebody's robbing the house, and you have to prevent it.
That might be it. I'm not entirely sure right now because I remember seeing a bunch of dudes in fucking bodysuits and masks just kidnapping.
Okay, yeah, I forget the name of it. Okay, what is it? Okay, what games caused the ESRB? Because I remember the game Night Trap.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh wait, wasn't that the one where it's like you play as it was like one big like sleepover or something like that, and then
it was a big sleepover. So to anybody who's never played this game, it was the whole concept of it was that you were a like either an FBI or like a police agent or something like that, and there's a sleepover going on. It was kind of like the only thing I could think of that's an apt comparison is that it was kind of like Until Dawn, but like kind of way more T-rated, and it was that you were activating traps to try to prevent. It was basically just a gigantic escort mission. So robbers would try to kidnap the girls or something like that, and then you would have to use every tool in your arsenal to trigger traps to get them to so the girls could get away or the people could get away. And it was a big deal. Like, it was shocking at the time. Like, and that's what caused, because like that's the Night Trap one was the most infamous. But they also had a whole thing around Mortal Kombat and everything else. And
Doom, GTA.
GTA wasn't a thing then. You got to think that this was.
By the way, I just want to. There were so many things weird about the game, including it wasn't even like FBI or anything like that.
I mean, we could watch a video on it probably.
I was gonna say the exposition. I believe it was presented by. I don't remember the name. It was like a commander or something like that. But it was like the Sega Control Attack Team.
Sega Control Attack.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
Frig.
Here, hang on.
Put that in.
What I don't get is my beard looks so disgusting, but Evan's looks better than mine.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like I'm more handsome than you.
Damn.
Okay, there, Cyclops.
Yes. I like the ladies. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Trust me, my beard grows in all patchy. Hang on, let me.
Hey, well, at least I have the one up on you. Mine grows in full.
Yeah. Hang on. Where is? Oh yeah, share my screen. Okay, so I can actually just bring in. Okay, I'm going to share the tab audio so the viewers can actually at least see this. So this was Night Trap was it, like, this is what caused the SRB. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys will hear this, but you can actually get it on the PC. But what happened?
It's just very loud.
Yeah, we can hear it. It's just incredibly
like
loud.
Move that audio down like to half.
Oh, okay, there we go. How's that?
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Well, at least we actually established that you guys can hear this. But Night Trap was like, I'm not gonna watch. We're not gonna watch the whole entire thing, but the whole concept, and this is what really bothered me, is that the whole concept was all revolved around stopping the intruders from flipping the girls. So here we go. Yeah, it was so horribly 90s and 80s. The only thing that would make it like low key worse is if is if fucking Wayne Gretzky just kicked in the door and started beating the shit out of the robbers. Like, it was pretty crazy for no fucking reason.
I apologize real quick. Tim, I'm looking at your screen. It's bothering me. How the fuck is your PS5 supporting that TV?
Hang on. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bring up Tim's in just main screen.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you got called out.
Are you blind, Val? Because I can see what's holding my TV up.
Well, hey,
it really looks to me like there's a black.
Okay, but just guys, look at this for a second. Look how ridiculously 80s this looks.
Welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Like, it
I'd buy that for
like a hardcore version of Legends of the Hidden Temple. I'm not fucking kidding.
All right, Mike. I think we've seen enough of that.
Wow, that is very 80s action movie.
Just got this in last night.
All right, listen
and
up.
keep in mind, this is like
the students that have been coming up to work the resort on
a
this side of the
bunch
lake
years
have
before
been disappearing
fucking
right now.
Resident Evil.
Starting the filming process of
Local
Predator
authorities
in
didn't have
literally
a
3
clue
months. We got
until
to
our
do this
surveillance
thing
teams tapped into the winery house right there and taped everything you just saw.
What
Why
about the
does she look
cameras and the
familiar?
traps? Probably security.
Probably because you saw it.
We suspect.
Probably because you saw it in so many fucking like documentaries, and when people talk about the creation of the ESRB, there's a great series. They would do stuff by decades that was hosted. It wasn't hosted, but it was narrated by Rob Lowe. And it documents like everything from the 90s, and this was one of them.
They're using the winery house as a cover, and they're getting anyone who stumbles onto their scheme, whatever that is.
This is Kelly.
Wait a minute.
So bad.
Come on, isn't she a little young?
She's young. She's one of our best.
She'll also be working inside. And remember, no one goes in until we get the signal from her. I want to know more about these traps.
Yeah. That's one thing we've got going for us.
Who's that?
One of our guys put an override on the camera cable unit here in the back hallway.
Which means
We have complete control of the cameras and the traps.
But who operates that?
They do.
And who's that?
I'm not exactly certain. Special operators from control. But we gotta work together on this one. Any questions?
Let's rock and roll.
He's gonna die first.
Obviously.
First of all, you don't do that to the magazine.
And you keep your eyes open. We're all depending on you, especially Kelly.
Don't tell me what to do, my guy.
Now, I'll switch you over. And good luck.
Okay, so you can kind of get like how ridiculous it was, and that's honestly why I laughed so hard at it, because I'm just like, okay, really, like what are we doing here? But like
that's some goofy shit, right?
Okay, now all of you guys are laughing, or anybody who's watching this either like has its airing or in the future is laughing, and for good fucking reason, because it's ridiculous. But what's even sadder is when you realize that this game caused the ESRB.
I know what it means to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't forget that one game that was basically an adult game that was on ES.
Oh, Custard's Revenge, where you have to cross to rape the fucking Native American. Yeah, Custard's Revenge. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Okay, it's just frustrating because I'm just like, okay, this milquetoast fucking game where you literally got these guys like sneaking around and you gotta like prevent them from doing it. And you got like a time thing. And you got like a little thing of possible 7 and then it's captured 5 or 6. So you gotta like you hit buttons to capture the guys. And you can't use the same trap twice. But it's effing ridiculous because I'm like, what the hell are we doing here? And that's what's frustrating because it like when you get back to hang on, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. But when you get back to this, it's literally just the same goddamn argument. And that's what I'm having a problem with is it's the same crap over and over again. Like, at least be consistent about it. Like, we've constantly gone through whether video games cause violence, whether they don't, whether they do, whether they don't. And it's just kind of like the do vaccines cause autism debate again. And really at the same, like, I don't.
And that was actually debunked, which is hilarious.
Debunked. Yeah. Like, I mean, and then, but like, that's what frustrates me the most because I'm just like, okay. I mean,
before the VA diagnosed me with autism, I figured that out years ago.
Yeah,
because I had no problems following orders.
Yeah, but the only problem that I have with like ADHD and I think it's ADHD, Asperger's, and autism are like the 3 most like diagnosed, like self-diagnosed things, and it bothers the fuck out of me because I'm just like because granted, just go to a fucking doctor, like everyone, and for all you shitheads that say, well, I don't have insurance. Well, get a job with benefits. Go to Amazon, get benefits, and fucking go to a doctor.
Go to Amazon, BJ's, Walmart, Target, Costco. After a certain
I'm sorry, when you said BJ's, I was thinking like, oh yeah, give BJ's and Amazon. I'm sorry. The amount of people that have been caught doing that is fucking ridiculous, too.
Dude, I heard at the one that I used to work at, they caught, I think it was like 15 workers having an orgy in one of the
what the fuck?
Okay, going away from Tim's designation, when he was listing off the jobs of what he could do, I literally thought he was going to go into like a freestyle rap like the creditreport.com jingle went.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
God. I'm waiting for that FRE. That's still free.
And it's funny as hell because I was thinking of like the other day I was just thinking of that of like who the fuck still remembers like the freecreditreport.com. Like I can sing pretty much both of those commercials word for word because I saw them so much as a kid and I didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about. And then they replaced the band and then it got kind of weird and then they brought the band back again for some fucking like it was a whole fucking convoluted thing. Point is, video games don't cause fucking violence, and you guys could just take that shit to the bank. Okay, Tim, what's the deal with Gundam and fucking MW3? Because I'm tired of talking about video games causing violence. So,
all right, basically,
talk about a video game that causes violence.
Okay, hang on. Like, let me actually pull up a story, MW3
Gundam.
Before anything, Gundam makes me want to steal a mech. Yes, and join the military. Yes.
I mean, it's kind of like the whole thing. It reminds me of like everyone here has played Cyberpunk 2077, right? Oh,
yeah.
Dude, you look so fucking sweaty.
Because I fucking am. But what is it?
You're a sweaty boy.
Well, yeah, I'm 250 pounds, and my meds.
Go on a diet. Go on a diet.
Yeah,
and not the seafood and eat it.
I actually need to work out, honestly.
Well,
George, carrying a 50-pound bag of rice 20 feet.
We are going away from the subject at hand.
Yeah, I know. Well, and my eye's irritated because I haven't taken a shower yet, and it's that one of those things where it just got right in my good eye and it annoyed the fuck out of me. Okay, so IMDb. Well, hang on. Let's see. IMDb. Well, let's go on Games Rant. Games Rant's actually a lot better. Okay. Call of Duty adds, what is it, Gundam content. Let me share this article. Okay, so Tim, tell us what the hell's going on with fucking Gundam.
Basically, since it's a big anniversary for Gundam, it's been a long-ass time, they're doing an event where for 5 or 6 days you can get 3 mobile suits. The Gundam Aerial, the Zaku 2 Char Commander type, and the RX-78, the OG Gundam.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that and just thinking that was the cool. No matter what, that will never not look awesome. I'm just going to be completely honest.
It definitely looks awesome, but yeah.
I'm going for the Gundam Aerial. Yeah, I'm going for that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, this one right here just looks fucking epic. Like, no matter what, that is iconic as shit.
My question is why they didn't add the heavy arms. George and Val know what the heavy arms is.
Okay, so what's the controversy? What, like, it's pissing fans off? Why?
Yeah, it's pissing fans off that are Gundam that are Bandai Namco fans, and they're leaving and they're literally leaving the fandom because they're ruining my fandom because this reason, that reason. It's like they're trying to get people to play. I have no problem with it because I want to ruin somebody's day as one of the mobile suits, but it's just I don't like people they think they're entitled.
Yeah. Well, my thing with it is that like this isn't the first time. Like, I mean, hell, is this the first time they've added Gundam to something as an event? Like, it just it feels.
Yeah.
Really? That actually.
Game? Yeah.
Well, no, not a Call of Duty game, just in general. Like, have they crossed lines? Like, have they crossed lines? Like added Gundam to other fandoms, like for crossovers.
Like this, as far as I recall, yes. In terms of video games, most of those were Japan only, like fucking.
Well, that makes sense.
Robot Wars.
Yeah, Super Robot Wars.
No, Super Robot Wars is technically its own thing that's still within the realm of it, and that's fine.
Okay, but like, why? What? Like, okay, Val, you're our resident kind of Gumpla kind of person. I mean, George.
We 3 of us are.
Well,
I just haven't looked too much into this because I don't have Modern Warfare 3. I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not spending.
I just stopped playing Modern Warfare because just not gonna deal with it.
just now.
I'm not.
Just that deadpan reaction. Like, no, I'm not watching that, or I'm not
spending $50 for like a game that should have been DLC. Honestly.
Well, I'm just done with Activision. Let's just leave it at that.
Activision, Ubisoft, EA.
I mean, my thing with it is that like, okay, any Gundam fans that are leaving the fandom because they're adding your thing, grow the fuck up. Go to your body pillow, or go to your Gunpla, get your
Cinder V2.
Get your artificial, toy, and just go to town.
I think only George and Tim here will understand the reference I'm making here, but what's it called? It's also very, very real. Just like, yes, I will go to my Lacus body pillow. You cannot stop.
Oh no! Why?
Well, no, but it's just like
it exists, and it's scary that it does.
Oh man! You spent so.
I just found out from a friend who's in the Corn Stars and Queaky People space. Disney may or may not have licensed some fun toys.
We're going back to the old.
The first one they're releasing is Judy Hopps from Zootopia.
Oh man! Okay,
wait,
going back.
Hold up. You're not joking about that.
No, the worst part about it is that Disney's getting that desperate that it doesn't seem that far off. But at the same time, okay, like, Gundam fans that are leaving the fandom because they added it to a Call of Duty game, go to your body pillow, get the Glock 9000 from your Gundam fucking like artificial vagina and just grow the fuck up, because seriously, it happens. It happens with every fandom. Don't be the Scientology.
Did you hear me bitch and
complain
when they made the Warhammer 40,000 Call of Duty event?
I didn't know they made.
No, I was. Shut up, Val. Shut up.
I'm sorry. The worst part about it is I could actually see you bitching about that.
It was like my main complaint was it took them long enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those things where like Gundam and Warhammer feel like those niche fandoms where like it like the people. It's kind of like a cult classic show. It's kind of like, okay, I don't.
My thing is when people call us neckbeards, it's like there's no neckbeards around here, bro.
Yeah, well, okay, like for example, there are some niche hobbies that just aren't. That they're not common. The only reason I don't lump Magic the Gathering in there that much is just for the fact is Magic the Gathering, ever since it got acquired, if I remember correctly, by Hasbro, it really hasn't been that niche anymore. Like it was niche maybe in the 90s.
Here's the thing, because there's been so many goddamn collabs recently. You had Lord of the Rings, you had 40K, Street Fighter,
Godzilla.
Monster Hunter, Godzilla.
Yeah, because I have the Ghidorah card.
Well, and like just in the last 5 years, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's fucking like I haven't seen, like, granted, going to a hobby shop, like I view personally, Warhammer more niche than like D&D or or Magic.
Just for the feel that way.
Yeah, right? It does.
Well,
it's just our hobby is one of the most expensive hobbies ever known.
Well, but Magic the Gathering is really expensive too. I mean, role playing is up there too. Now, I would argue.
Yeah, but my thing is, one model can cost upwards of, say, $1,800.
Yeah, and Magic cards kind of go for the same rate too. Like, I mean, hell, look how much Post Malone spent like 50,000 or like
on a Black Rose.
On the one. Didn't Post Malone also spend, or it was like some rap or something? They spent like $1 million for the One Ring.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, it was Post Malone who bought it. Yeah, it was kind of but like that's why I'm saying like it. The only reason why I view Warhammer kind of in the same vein as like Warhammer in the same vein as far as what's like, I wouldn't say what's possible, but what is like as far as nicheness is just for the fact that it's an expensive hobby to get into, because if you don't like it's not even just the models, it's the paints, it's other crap. But I would argue
the paints, the rule books, the dice, because I have custom dice,
the lore.
Yeah, the lore, like it's so like, and one thing I will say is that I do think that like moving on from Gundam or anything or Gunpla or anything, do you think that fandom should gatekeep? Because I'm kind of in the camp that they should, and I'll explain my reasoning. So, like for example, like. And by gatekeeping, I mean like just like help out new people, but like actually like not explain the dangers, but like explain like, okay, look, if you're not going to use it for this, then there's no point in you being here. Or if you're not going to use it, then maybe you shouldn't start this. Kind of like like for example. If somebody asks you, hey, I'm thinking about getting into anime, which one should I watch? You wouldn't recommend them One Piece, would you?
Oh, hell no.
No, that's way too much.
Yeah.
No,
I would say Naruto.
That's at least 40 episodes. Start something off that's like maybe like 30, 40 episodes, something small. Or at least has,
and
like,
that's
like Seven Deadly Sins?
What? No. That might be. I was thinking more along the lines of
Samurai Champloo, maybe. Because Samurai Champloo is like
even Samurai Champloo might be. I was thinking like
Cowboy Bebop is only 28.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Fullmetal Alchemist.
No, Fullmetal Alchemist is actually longer. Fullmetal Alchemist is actually like 60 or 70 episodes, if I remember
but they've really split up the seasons well enough.
Yeah, but I would argue, like, I would start off with just, like, one. Like, I would start them with, like, fucking... But, like, by gatekeep, I'm kind of like, you should be careful of who you allow into your fandom and who you don't. Just for the fact is they may not be into this. Like, and I know...
I would say, like, for, like, anime-wise, like, the original Dragon Ball...
Yeah, I mean,
because it's enough like serious at comedy. It's a good mixture of that.
But like, do you guys think that you should gatekeep your fans?
It depends. Oh no! Like the way you said it, that's actually a good way of saying it. Really.
Well, it's kind of like I don't mean to interrupt you, George.
That's fine.
Okay, like there's a part because I was watching the movie Ford versus Ferrari, and there's a part where Christian Bale's character keeps saying and this guy's yelling at him because the car is his car isn't working right. His car isn't working right because it keeps backfiring on the muffler. And he's like, okay. And Christian Bale's character is very difficult to work with, just in general, because he knows his cars. But he says that these things need a minute to warm up. They need you need to drive you're supposed to drive comfortably for 40 to 50 miles an hour, for at least a couple minutes and really push the engine to the limit for a little bit. Otherwise it's going to go gunk up. The engine's going to gunk up all the time. And he's like, are you telling me not to drive my car? Are you telling me how to drive my car? He's saying, no, I'm not telling you how to drive your car. I'm just saying that maybe this isn't the car for you. If you're not going to and the guy gets all pissed off, but I'm like, okay, it's one of those things by gatekeeping fandoms. I mean, you need to actually be careful who you let in, because you don't want the fandom to go in a different direction, or you really need to make sure that these people are kind of committed to what it is. No, George.
No, actually, the way you said it is actually pretty much the way I want to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean by whenever I say should you gatekeep fandoms, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you think, Val? Do you think you should gatekeep some things? I mean, I think we should gatekeep some things, but that's just me.
I would say that when it comes to gatekeeping in general, it should... I don't know how to word this, because it's kind of hard to make this as a not the statement itself is kind of wish-washy, if that makes any sense, because it's two sides of a different coin where yes, in some cases you should kind of gatekeep a bit, but it more along the lines of maybe have it to where everybody should a recommendation where you have a small set of items, be it media and whatnot, that a person should first get themselves accustomed to see if they'll even, enjoy something. Because, I mean, might as well just use Gundam as the example here. If you can, because there's three ways that the media of Gundam itself is enjoyed. There's people that prefer the physical aspect where you put together the model kits. So, if you can make a small, easy-to-snap model kit and you enjoy doing it, then congratulations. If you want to do more, welcome to the community. Maybe move up one more tier to the next biggest size. If you enjoy the media in terms of the anime or manga, it's more what kind of story you're looking for. You want a more fantasy, they're all going to be sci-fi, but do you want it to be more the casual, the whole horrors of war, pure technology build up, the hero story,
space opera, it kind of
exactly
goes
like that.
Yeah,
then
it's kind of like sci-fi. There's different flavors, so you're just going to be
and at that point it'd just be well, start off with either the original Gundam anime. It's not the best looking, but it gives you an idea of what you're going to be going into. If you want something that's a little bit more action packed, maybe Gundam Seed will be your best option, or even Mobile Fighter Gundam. Where you get to just see people in giant mech suits kung fu fighting across different countries and in space, and maybe that's your unique thing. And then finally, the video games. What kind of game do you prefer? Do you want just pure action? They got Dynasty Warriors Gundam. There hasn't been a recent one made in a while, but if you like being complete and utter creative freedom, Gundam Breaker series, the new one's coming out this August. Even no, not sponsored. where you can just make your own Gundam from all these different parts you collect, colorize it, add its own like unique effects that you would think that, yeah, man, if I had this Gundam in real life, this is what I want to do. You can do that in that game. And then, you can play other games as well. Because there's like also battle operations where you take the different units that were used throughout all the different, there's the whole canonical universe of 2-1s where you have the AC and the UC, where Universal Century is like the main war-oriented storyline where everything is like, I don't know, it's a long ass storyline, and someone in Crunchyroll made a timeline video of it, and it's just it's a 2-hour slog. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah. But like in Gunpla, there's like multiple ways to get into the fandom, much like in something like D&D or Warhammer or
even like video games. Like if you just suddenly decided, I've seen my friends play these, handheld games, and I want to get into a good one. Like, what's a good console to go for? Start off something small. Like, it's not going to be cheap, mind you. It's going to, run you a couple hundred, but along the lines of like, if you wanted something that's like a large variety of games to choose from, going with something like Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck might be your best option to start off with, or even maybe a hand-me-down like a Nintendo DS and whatnot. Because the cartridge, like a lot of the Nintendo DS games, like they're some of them are fairly cheap, some of them are fairly outrageously priced because of the novelty of it. To which case I say, emulate. Emulators are your friends.
Yes.
Yeah, emulation is, like especially for games like Rule of Rose or fucking like a lot of other games that you can't get anywhere else. Like, Rule of Rose is a interesting survival horror game that only released on the PlayStation 2. It is worth $800 down at my local game shop because you can't.
I think I remember seeing one of the first Yu-Gi-Oh games I ever played was Forbidden Kingdom for the PlayStation. No, not PlayStation. Something. It was Forbidden Kingdom, and I saw a copy of it. Like it was a pristine box, and it wasn't freshly sealed, but it was sealed enough to where like the actual game shop made sure that nothing would get in for outside material. I look on the price tag of that fucker through the glass screen door, and I think it was almost racking up $200-$300.
Yeah. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is up there for like $300. It's really difficult.
Any Pokemon game for Nintendo DS and past?
Hell, the GameCube one too. The fucking the one that had like a Shadow Lugia, I think.
Yeah, Rise of Darkrai.
Oh, don't even get me started on Coliseum. I saw a price tag for $700 on one of those.
Yeah, like a lot of those games that are childhood memories, like literally are difficult as fuck to come by. And that's why I also say that like emulation is your best friend when it comes to certain things. And at the same time, like there are games that it's borderline impossible to find. Like good luck if you're able to find it. Granted, emulation may be a pain in the ass, but it's way better than paying out.
Someone was selling an 8.5 rated Legend of the Dragoon for the PlayStation 1 for $4,800.
And some people will pay for that because I won't. But some people will.
Neither will I. I'd rather take even then, I'll even take like the good old has no manual PlayStation 1, $45 used Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah, like I'm not paying like $4,000 for a fucking game. Especially if it's something that I'm taking out of the package. Like, okay, there are a handful of things. Like, okay, whenever stuff goes for like thousands of dollars, if it's a collector's item, I don't judge that person that buys it. Just for the fact is, especially if it's something that they're not going to use. So, like, if it's like action figures or stuff that's CGC rated or something like that, like if it's something that you're literally just putting on a shelf and collecting it, that doesn't bother me because I'm like, okay, you're collecting. Hell, I collect fucking books. I find it annoying people that collect books that don't use them or don't read them. But I don't judge, I don't judge you for that.
Speaking of which, Evan, I don't know if I told you this. So Amazon, I feel like is listening to me. All right, because
Yeah.
Well, no, because I logged onto Amazon to go look up one of my upcoming orders. Like it's another art book, but it's the Street Fighter Swimsuit Edition Volume 2.
Oh, of course. Okay. For professional reasons. You read it for the articles, right?
Purely professional
the articles,
reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, no, there's no articles. There's a lot of images, but
half
of them are going to be calling my attention. Anyway, On the front page of
purely
Amazon,
for artistic, liberties.
inspiration. That's the
word.
Yeah,
inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a foot
anyway,
guy, but I like Juri and Chun-Li. Okay, so we're putting that out there right now.
And there is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You
but
just
anyway,
want to see how the fabric. You're trying to Edna mode it. You're trying to look into how am I going to make it?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
No. We're all friends here. We're all we're
anyway.
professional.
Moving on. So on the front screen of my Amazon page, and I just clicked on it to see if it was true. So I'm looking at Legend of the Dragoon PlayStation video game, $55, all 4 discs.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's funny because I almost I have that.
I'm not gonna get it because I don't have a PlayStation, nor do I have anything that could run it. So
yeah, well, I have a PlayStation 3. Hell, I'm still looking for a PlayStation 2 at the moment because a PlayStation 2. Okay, I went to a flea market one time. I love flea markets. I love flea markets. Don't get me wrong. But nothing is more frustrating than a person that knows what they have. That's the most annoying part when it comes to haggling. Because
I kind of wish you brought this up years ago. Because back in Tucson, right before I was gonna move, I basically sold my PS2 to a pawn shop because I didn't want to bring it across the states. I would have just given it to you.
No,
you can actually find modded PS2s on Etsy as well.
I don't want a modded PS2. I just need a regular PS2. The only reason why is because I have I have a copy of a game. And the only reason why I didn't think about that for a PlayStation 2, Val, is just because I didn't need one until recently. Until I want to say a couple years ago. So this was long after you moved out of Arizona. But what is it? Hey, hang on. Because I have the Thing video game, and I can't play it on my PlayStation 3 that's backwards compatible. Hang on, Okay, has anybody here ever played the what is it?
I actually want to play the Thing. Honestly, I actually downloaded the ROM for the emulation.
Yeah. What is it?
No, but anyway, a couple years ago, my friend started working at a current company he's working at. It's a shipping company. They found a whole fucking pallet of PS2s that were forgotten in the back.
Oh my god! Forget about that. Did they still work?
Well, yeah, they were brand new. They were never sold.
There are people that will pay for that shit. But anybody, okay, if anybody's a fan of John Carpenter's The Thing, amazing movie. 1992, I think it was, or 1982. I'm sorry, looking right now. What is it? Kurt Russell, fucking bunch of other people. It's great game or great movie. This is one of the few games that matched the horror and it. Okay, there are very few things in the world where you look at for example, the reason why we love the Fallout TV show so much is it's a game. It's a show that was made by fans for fans, or by the creator for the fans of the game series. This is the perfect example of they captured the essence of the original in the fear of the original 1982 movie. Has anybody ever seen The Thing, the original?
Yes, I have.
I think everyone has seen the original.
Yeah, this actually answers the ending of who was the Thing at the end, because you don't play Kurt Russell's character in the movie. This is actually a game set right after that all that happens. So you're a special forces team that is sent in.
Wasn't it Keith Davis' character that ended up being the one that was infected at the end?
Yeah.
Childs, I think his name was.
Yeah, his character ended up being infected. And the interesting thing about it is in the game, you find one of their bodies. You find Kurt Russell's body, and you have to report in, and then you have to investigate the thing. And there's everything that's happening, and there's times where you're separated from your squad, and you have to regroup with them, but you're fighting the thing, and you actually get the flamethrower, so you burn it and stuff like that. And the thing that's so scary about it is you actually have to communicate with your squad of like, okay, here, take ammo, or take or you can take their ammo. But the problem is that if you do, like, for example, friendly fire is a thing. So if you hit them like by accident, they will not trust you. And they may even, like, like the survivors in fucking Dead Rising, if you hit them too many times, they'll defect.
Yeah.
They may think that you're infected and will try to kill you. And there'll be times where you're doing something, so like you can actually give them ammo or give them weapons and things like that. And what'll happen is they, like, if you take ammo away or shoot them too many times, then they'll actually think that you're infected. So you have to find the blood test kits and test in front of you and in front of them, and to show that you're not infected. It was a really interesting mechanic too, or there'll be times where they'll like break and they'll start freaking out, and you have to give them adrenaline shots to like get them back into the fight. It was a really interesting concept because the entire time you have to kill the thing, but every time you shoot it, you have to spray it. You have to hit it with fire to kill it. It was a really interesting concept, and if you were a fan of the movie, you absolutely loved the game. It was just sad that it never really got, and it's also a game series that never really, or a game that never really got a lot of attention because it was a movie game, so nobody put a lot of stock into it. And on that note, there was also a great game, or an interesting game, and it had a fascinating mechanic. It was called Siren.
I actually like the prequel too for the thing. It was decent.
Yeah, it wasn't. My dad said he didn't like it, but I never saw it, so I had no desire to watch it. It was one of those things where like it was in the age of like remakes and stuff like that, and I was just very much like I don't want to see that movie remade. I thought it was a remake, and then someone's like, oh yeah, he turns into the dog, and then like that starts the whole thing. But I'm just like,
No, understandable. Fucking supposedly there was even a book on the aliens' point of view, which is weird. I think.
Oh, really? Was it good?
I don't know. From what I understand, if I remember, what I researched at the time, the alien was supposed to be friendly, but since it couldn't fucking communicate, well, it resorted to what it did.
Oh, okay.
Did it ever explain why it had to basically grotesquely like implode itself into this gratuitous, monstrous pile of flesh and teeth?
I don't know. It was probably kind of like how can I say it? Kind of like a hive mind sort of deal, where if it disconnected, it was going to do its own thing.
Okay,
it was going to pull them.
I mean, I highly recommend. I mean, I'd actually like to if they had it on Audible, I'd listen to the book. But yeah, there was an interesting game. It was made by the same people that did Silent Hill, and they did a game called Siren, which was all about spiritualism and other things. And
hold on, I know what you're talking about.
And remember, there was a remake on PS3 as well. It had its own version and everything.
We do not talk about that one.
Yeah, that one. It was mostly a Western made.
That's
why. And it had a very interesting mechanic. It was called sight jacking, because one of the people was blind, and you have to escort, because it's kind of an escort mission because you have two people. There was also a game that was similar to Silent Hill that was called Obscure, that was actually co-op.
I've actually been wanting to play that too. Oh my!
I have it. I actually have it on Steam, but the only problem I have with it is the fact that it's not multiplayer. Like, because it's such an old game, it's not multiplayer online. It's only multiplayer local, which actually
pisses me off. On Steam. Oh shit! It is. Oh, both games are on Steam. Oh fuck.
Yeah, both games are on Steam. I've been debating on whether or not to do them because they're actually pretty interesting.
You should, and I want to be there to watch because I love these games.
It says it supports your Xbox controller, or at least partial support, so it should at least say. I would say would completely.
But before anything, wait, hold on. No, I can't do that. Otherwise, it'd be spoilering.
Okay, well here, let me what is it? Get through this. So Siren had an interesting mechanic because one of the people was blind, and it was called there are these things called I don't remember if they're if they're sick or if they're like mutated or something, but they're kind of like there's a fog that is like infecting people and having like causing people to kind of go crazy. So you have to hide from them because it's mostly supposed to be a stealth game. Combat is highly deterred, but it had a mechanic called sight jacking. One of the people is blind, and what she can do is she can actually look through the eyes of the infected people, and you use that to like solve puzzles and things. So it was actually kind of interesting. It also had that mechanic. Anybody here play the I think it was 2008, 2009 Alone in the Dark?
That's the bad one, right?
Yeah, that's the bad one.
I briefly played it.
Interesting premise. I played it way back when. The problem I had with it is it had a lot of potential, but just no consistency, if that makes sense. Like it was all no substance.
I remember looking at it when I was a kid and thinking, "Oh my god, that looks fucking cool as shit." And then I play it.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had an interesting mechanic, but what is it? You know how you can like skip levels or go back and replay levels, and if you find certain things, then it changes the how much of everything you know.
Yeah.
This has that because you always have two people, and it actually changes the story where like, okay, this person found this in the last chapter, so because of that this happens, and there's this whole like prototype web of intrigue type thing. But the problem is to queue a lot of the stuff was ridiculous. There's a guy who does like a whole video on all of the Siren games, and he actually talks about how it's kind of fascinating, but like it can get very frustrating. It was, and like I'm a huge fan of games like that, even though I'm I freak the fuck out because I'm a huge pussy. I like those games, but like it does kind of bother me that they're not like games like this don't really make a return. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, I think they're working on a Silent Hill game.
Hey, Evan, hold on. I also need to showcase. So, it's from Forbidden Siren. It is by far my favorite scene of the entire game.
Okay, here, hang on. Let me... Hang on. Let me bring that back. Screen share, and I think if I back out, you'll be able to show it.
I literally just posted to Messenger, because I figured you could just bring that up, but...
Okay, well, actually, no, hang on. Let me... Oh, yeah, I forget I'm not sharing my screen. So.
This, mind you, the scene itself is just basically gonna like I'm sorry, you will not see any of it in the main game up until way later on, but this is like as soon as I got to the end of it, because I was playing the game at a cousin's house, as soon as I got to the end of it and I saw the scene, I was just like, what game was I playing and what game is this?
Yeah, it was very niche. I would openly admit that.
It's gonna probably show up poorly on the stream, but
yeah, fuck it, why not?
Mind you, this is a game all about stealth.
Yeah. What the hell? What the hell is he wielding two katanas?
No, he's wielding like an idol or something like that in his one hand.
I think he has a naginata. Is that what it's called?
He's got a katana in one hand, and the other hand is like an idol, because this is what happens when he holds it.
The hell?
Man's blasting death metal, and he's just going and swinging.
This went from survival horror to fucking Beautiful Joe really fucking quickly.
Oh, and he also got a shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
That apparently it may be a double barrel, but apparently it's fully loaded.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Like that was the first ending. Like what the hell?
Oh, one game that is incredibly fucking rare to find that I've never seen in stores. I mean, other than Eternal Darkness, is Cubivore.
Cubivore.
It's for GameCube.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, Jesus, I was about to do the what is it? The William Shatner sings Rocket Man. Oh, was it? How do you spell that?
CUBIBORE. No, B as in like B for victory.
Oh, B for Victor.
Yeah. Or if you want to go on the kink side, I mean, yeah, you could go that way too.
Is that how you spell it? Oh, yeah.
Yes. I've always wanted
to
play
it. My God. I remember seeing this game. I never played it. And it was made by Atlas? Atlas fucking made this?
Yeah, they did.
I've always wanted to fucking play it.
This reminds me. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of fucking Spore.
First off, Cubivore Survival of the Fittest is a weird game.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a review. My bad. I seriously didn't. I got only one other game that would be even weirder than this. That was the first thought I ever had. I want to be alive. I'm alive. I'm Piggy Joe. Coming to this world of beasts, and as a beast, I shall eat and become king of all cubivores. This reminds me, this was like Spore before Spore. Like it
looks so cutesy at first, and then you get to the fucking combat, you're like, God damn, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah, like it's kind of like Conquer with like it looks cuddly, but then you're like, oh shit. There was only one other game. Oh my God, there was another game. Hang on, this reminds me of. Oh God, you ever see this? Space Station. Space Station Silicon Valley. Oh God, I'm gonna fucking. Okay, we're gonna watch like a small tidbit of it because the whole concept is hysterical. Yeah, it's like a whole. You're on a space station and you play as like a little microchip. That it's basically like a what is it? You ever heard of like you've seen like Blade Runner, like the whole like androids and stuff like that. So like that's what you play as, and then you could jump.
Oh, okay.
Like I forget like what happens when like how it all starts, but I think we're gonna find out. Come on, hit the start button, you dumbass. Yeah, fuck it.
Shit, don't make me hook up the fucking Xbox controller and shit.
Yeah, I'm like. Okay, there we go.
The poof from Conquer.
Try turning right. Oh, they added to Silicon Valley. This music's thing, so I'm changing it. Hey, that's it. Music for groovy cats. You just don't dig it. But like the main guy is an android, and that's what you play as. Oh, leave it alone. Man, I'm so sorry. Oh, and damn.
What did I come back
to? Space Station Silicon Valley. You ever play it as a kid?
No.
Oh God, it's ridiculous. So basically, they were headed for Earth, but they accidentally crashed into the space station Silicon Valley, and it's like Oh, Roger. Oh, Flossie.
Oh, don't tell me it's a forbidden love sort of deal, and you just fucking
kind of. So what ends up happening is that they crash into this like artificial space station, and it's basically a take. Eject. It's a take on like Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Oh yeah, she loves me. She loves me.
I thought it was going to be the sheep that went up, eh?
Yeah.
I'm glad, George. So did I.
Yeah. So basically, and he breaks into like billions of pieces, but like the only thing that's like around is this microchip. So the whole concept is that you can go over to like dead animals and stuff like that because they're all electronic. Because it's a play on the Dream of Electric Sheep. Oh,
okay, there is
what a landing. Evo, do as I say, we might just get out of this mess alive. Oh, and if we're going to repair you, we'll need as many of those purple power cells as possible. So you gotta like, there are multiple missions where you have to like do crazy shit. It's a hilarious game if you ever get a chance to play. Also, thank you, Fred's Long Play, for actually playing this game. So
there is a game I want you to look up.
Okay.
Michigan Report from Hell. It is
that fucking
wreck.
game.
It is a train wreck trash fire, but it is awesome. Because you will never laugh.
There was this other game similar to that, but it was more like, I think it was a voice activated.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I've heard of this game.
What's that with the fucking monster on her back
and shit? Yeah, Michigan Report from Hell. Were there zombies in this?
I think it was monsters.
Imagine if it was like a zombie virus mixed with a thing.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, what is it? Basically, just like you're a reporter or something?
You'll see.
I don't know if I want to see. It changes depending on your morality.
I would say potentially people will part ways into it to get the gameplay so you can understand where it's going for.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, we'll go back a bit. Like an introductory cutscene might be the best.
Well, it's hard because it's in hours.
Turn the volume a little bit.
Turn up the volume a little bit.
Yeah, it is pretty loud.
Turn it down.
Okay, damn. There, good.
Sorry, the piano is like grating on my ears.
Okay, I'm sorry. God damn, how long is this fucking intro? Fuck.
Yo! So you're the new cameraman, huh? I hear you're a rookie. The name's Briscoe. I'm the sound guy.
The hell kind of a black name is Briscoe?
That's Pamela. You've seen her before, haven't you? She's Zaka TV's star reporter, after all. Hey, you're pretty lucky to be teamed up with Pamela right off the bat. But don't go getting any funny ideas about her, you hear me? Of course, Pamela probably wouldn't give you the time of day anyway. Man, what could the agency be thinking? I mean, sending a newbie like this guy out to get scoops? Huh? Oops, you hear that? Oh well, don't let it bother you. Now then, I'll
Don't
be
let him
telling
out.
you
What are you,
everything you need to
jackass?
know about TV news coverage. Listen up and do exactly as I say.
Move near Briscoe.
Of course, a cameraman's #1 job is to be able to shoot things properly. It doesn't get any more basic than that. You know what to do, right? Okay, first off, try shooting that box there.
Just an ordinary box.
Go back to Briscoe.
Fine.
Like, what kind of a name is
You should be able
Briscoe?
to
I
do at
shouldn't have
least
said
that
black name
much.
before.
You call
but I'm
yourself
just
a
like,
cameraman. #2, you gotta have an eye for scoops.
This is kind of
Can't just
tutorial.
let
If you
them
want to
pass
move
you
in
by.
like a few minutes extra, like 3 or 4.
Just pointing the camera at things will.
I'll be right back. Just keep going.
No, the trash
oh
fire.
Jesus!
Oh, okay. That's a good way to fucking.
The indicator of the scoop cage moved towards the edge.
That's the reaction of the audience when they played this game.
Oh man! Should I go back a little bit?
No, you're fine. I mean, you could. I was looking for more interaction.
Whenever you shoot in an erotic manner, the indicator on the scoop gauge moves towards the.
That rising.
What the hell?
Audio confirmation. That was a nudie mag, I guess.
No, it was. I'm just like, what the hell kind of.
Was it first Careless Whisper?
Is that a shotgun? What the hell's a shotgun? Just like, on a monster with the reporter nearby. The reporter will make her fire a gun at the monster.
Well, that's right. You can never fight the monster. You have to make the people around you fight them by pointing at them with the camera.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Did you find anything? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I found a dead
Next topic.
body, a nudie mag, a shotgun.
Ramming is a technique you can use in a pinch.
Ramming?
A cameraman can only use his body, you see. He can't take his hands off the camera. Okay, try ramming into me right now. Not too hard though, you hear? You ready? Okay, go ahead and try it. But take it easy. We're just practicing here, remember? Okay, go. Easy now.
Oh, for the love of Christ, man. Not too hard, though. Oh, damn.
Hey, you idiot! I told you to take it easy. Son of a... Now only use ramming in emergencies, okay? You'll know when. Just use your common sense. Man, that hurt.
Oh, jeez. The hell kind of game is this? Hang on, let me okay, let's.
So you're the new guy, huh?
Of course.
I'm Pamela Martell. Nice to meet you. Okay, Briscoe. Thank you. So that's the way you work, is it? I can tell we're going to get along.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember seeing this. What is it on X-Play? They did for their Halloween special, they did top 10 scariest monsters, or like I think it was top 10 scariest monsters in video game history, and number 1 was Pyramid Head, but like number 5 was what is it? Hang on, let me see if I can get back here a little bit. Oh, Chicago, of course. All the crazy shit happens in Chicago.
Okay, wake up. Time for a scoop. Get up. Are you ready? Got your tapes? Battery okay?
God!
Yeah, but it's been but that thing was, they literally said we can't give you a name, but this is scary as shit.
It's I can't even think of the name either, actually.
Well, no, I don't think they ever gave it a name.
Oh, for the monsters?
Yeah, they literally said they didn't give it a we don't know what the name of it is, because this was kind of, I wouldn't say pre-internet, but very when the internet was still fairly rudimentary, so there really weren't wikis on shit like this very much. So, and let's be completely honest about this, Michigan Report from Hell wasn't exactly a cult classic, you know. This was the first actually frustrating game I played back in 2008. The ending I got was so stupid it left me speechless. Oh god. Resident Evil original acting pre-Outlast found footage horror game. I'm guessing tank controls from all PS1 and a lot of PlayStation 2 horror games. All of this put in a blender. I mean, to be fair, the idea of this game is pretty cool and it could work in today, but I just don't think the people cared that much about it. Anyway, you guys got anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap up?
No, not really.
Damn. Yeah, this stream was kind of like a little bit off the rails. I should have just called this chilling with my bros. Instead, I put like fucking Instead, I put Uvalde. Like I made it seem like the Gundam controversy in MW3 and parents suing Actavision. Like I made it seem like we were going to be like hard hitting journalism here, but now we're just sitting here bitching about.
Let's see.
Well, I literally said like anything before we wrap up. You got any stories?
I might have one more game.
Okay.
Look up Illbleed or Illblood.
Illblood. Oh, okay. I was just saying, did you have anything you wanted to talk about before we?
Not really, just more janky games.
Okay, well, we'll go through Illbleed. Okay. Oh God, what the hell is that? Most absurd horror game. This was on the Dreamcast?
Yep. Oh, by the way, if you go back up, there is that channel, Boulder Punch. Not sponsored by him. Highly recommend you watch some of his videos. They are funny as shit.
Oh, really?
If anything, you can. Copyright.
I mean, my thing is we don't really worry about copyright on Rumble because we're kind of reacting. So.
Yeah, no, but isn't this being streamed to YouTube as well?
Oh yeah, that is fair. So. All right, let's.
If anything, just look up the trailer. That'd be, I guess, like the best. Oh, that works. Gameplay. Gameplay works.
Yeah, this is gameplay. So I'm just like. Makes me feel like we should do like the janky game of the week and just do a whole fucking talk about it.
Someone's
I was gonna say, we're
just fucking reacting.
Well, here's the thing: we find it, we gift it to you, you play it, and then we commentate as we review together.
Yeah, Seven Ninja Studios, not too bad. I'm getting the hang of it. At least I feel like I am. I'm sweating like a pig here though because I can't have my AC on because it's loud as shit. So, and I'm streaming with my buds. All of you guys should get cameras so then we can just stick around.
I mean, I can use my laptop.
What? You lose the mystery of my face? Hell no.
Oh, fuck off. Mystery of your face. You think the mystery of your face brings viewers to the yard?
Damn right, and it's better than y'all.
Yeah, kind of snitched up. The hell? Sight, hearing, smell, 6 cents? What the fuck?
How the fuck did that work?
The bottom of your...
Yeah, wait, let's go back.
On the bottom bar you saw was your sanity meter.
Do you want to enter the home run of death?
It's literally you're playing as a character or characters in a theme park that's literally focused on horror and death.
Oh Jesus!
And there's a contest where you survive and you get $1 million.
Oh really? Oh okay.
You play a sport, a game, knowing full well that you're going to either win or lose. You never expect to die before your dreams come true.
Even the person playing this doesn't want to hear this shit. I'm sorry.
It's like I'm over this. Move on.
I'm sorry that got me.
Well, it's supposed to be a game. It's gameplay, not tutorials.
Thank you, God Dave, for your gameplay, by the way. Oh wait a minute. So you choose a character. Wait a minute. I feel like
there's 4 different characters.
Yeah, man. Makes me wonder, should I get a different one? Or should I get a different video?
I think this would be fine. Oh God,
okay.
Blue Stinger. Sega. Okay, the Dreamcast had a lot of janky games.
Oh yeah, I never played the Dreamcast. If I'm being completely honest, I can't say I never played it. I played it very.
I can't say you missed out on it, but I also can't say you didn't. I can't say you didn't miss out, but I can also say you missed out because there were some. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Do that one, and just listen to the intro, and they'll give you the story.
Okay.
As well as introducing the cast.
Yeah, but Seven Ninja, how is everything coming in? Because we are just kind of dicking around, but
you may want to just like fast forward just a tiny bit, but like a few seconds.
Okay, hang on. Let me put this. Hang on. Yeah, okay, gotta go back.
I wonder if I can find Snatcher on GOG or Police Not. It's probably not.
Oh god, how bad was it? I forgot how the voice acting was. I can't remember if it was decent or bad.
Okay. I'm going to start this. Now, this is also streaming to YouTube as well, but
I was gonna say, like, I might want to just fast forward a bit just to avoid the music.
I mean, my thing is this is already getting copyrighted, so I'm really not worried about it.
Fair.
Speech competition.
For as long as I can remember, my family ran what we called a horror caravan. We hauled it
the casual horror caravan.
From town to town.
All the people owned one.
Like that's normal.
A new thrill, a new nightmare. I kind of like traveling, but all that gruesome gore got to me after a while.
The fuck?
My dad was always conjuring up new devices, tricks, and traps, each one scarier than the last. Guess who he tried them out on? Yep, me. No! I guess it toughened me up a little. I mean, you have to be brave to walk through a den of snakes or try to avoid trapdoors to make it to your room. I was a pretty fearless kid by the time I was 5, thanks to my fearsome father. He fed on others' fears and was never satisfied. My mom couldn't stand how obsessed he'd gotten, so she thankfully divorced him when I was 6. Yet I had gotten attached to him.
Okay.
Just so casually too, like, hey, hold up.
Okay. Okay, this shit, she's basically TikToking, all right? This is basically monetizing your trauma before monetization of your trauma was a thing. Like,
it was ahead of its time, man.
Like, literally. Like the entire time I'm just listening to this, I'm just like, the fuck kind of, what the, like, and this is okay. Put it in perspective. This is coming from like in 2001. This isn't 2024. This isn't 2016. This isn't like before the world. Like this is before the world lost its collective mind. Like if I'm sitting, if this lady is telling me about how she grew up in a horror caravan and all the blood and guts was getting to her, and that her father tested new traps on her and stuff like that, the first thing I would, like, in high school, if you're sitting in that audience, you would be like, what the fuck is wrong with your parents?
Do you need child support? Like literal support, not the whole like payment.
You need a CPS.
Yeah, like,
exactly.
Seriously, were you in Epstein's Island? Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck was your dad?
They just fast forward a bit to get to like a scene where they're talking in like the hallway. With, like,
no, I kind of want to get out.
Oh no, if you want to keep going, go for it.
I want to hear the rest of this person's horrible childhood, just because I'm just like, why the hell did you decide to write a speech about that? This is 2000.
Because she knew what she did.
Water bath soothes me. I think I might major in child psychology.
That was in a left field.
Yeah, it was.
So, how'd I do?
Now, welcome to...
That was great! I mean, you're the head of the Horror Research Club and...
President of the Student Council.
Thank you,
a
Brock.
given. You win the speech contest for sure.
Oh, yeah, I was the only one that thought that.
I also forgot how you could tell which one was the alpha and which one was the kind of beta male back then.
What, Michelle? Why didn't you listen to Erico's speech?
I don't need to. I know she'll win. Here, take a look at this.
Those are guest invitations to Illbleed. How'd you get them?
From a Pepco promotion.
Kill! Look, we can win $100 million there.
Yeah,
was
we can
100
manage
million
to get
bucks,
through
I'm
the whole
sorry.
park, that is.
No sweat. I'm game if you are.
Michelle.
Sure
Water.
thing. I'm with you.
What about you, Erico?
I think I'll pass. It sounds too good to be
Does anyone
true.
else feel like they're
Why?
wearing masks?
You just
over
said in
their
your
own
speech to
skin
conquer
tone
your fear
head?
and surpass the
Okay,
odds. Come on, we
I
can
was
test your
thinking that
theory.
Except
too.
for Michelle
Sounds like we're
Waters,
trying to be
she's
superheroes or something.
Like a shade lighter.
No biggie.
Okay, this guy right here looks like they tried to make Brock, but then from Pokemon, but then realized that he was copyrighted, so they just opened his
Now
eyes
his
a
name's
little bit.
Randy.
Yeah, like they just opened his eyes a little bit more, and then literally just made him buff for some reason, and then
Average white guy.
yeah, like then average white guy and average white girl, but this was like she's got green hair. They're like, oh no, she's just an average basic bitch white girl. Let's give her some green hair so she'll be exotic. But the problem, okay, is I the only one that it's driving me crazy that they don't move their lips when they talk, or maybe it's just a victim.
This is the Dreamcast. They didn't have that much technology.
No, I know it still kind of bothers me nowadays though because I've been spoiled. But it's just like, oh god, and
Well, that's where the part of my comment came into play. Anyone else
It's
feel
just
like
a
they're wearing
house of
masks over their
horrors.
face?
well,
'Cause
no,
that makes
seriously,
sense.
like if you look at them, it's almost like their neck doesn't
Yeah,
their
the skin tone's
chin, like
different.
that little under chin area does not exist. Like that's what makes me think they're wearing a mask.
That's what I'm
Probably
saying.
full of cheesy props and gags. Which proves what's so weird about this.
And there's
How
that
can a
beast.
funky place like that afford $100 million
For
reward?
anybody who did voice
knows?
acting on this game,
Maybe
I
they'll
really
make
hope
it
you
take
didn't
so
put-
long to get
you
through
didn't
it.
put that
Everyone will
credit on
give up,
your resume.
go home, and the horror honchos will end up with a
Should be
lot
done.
of free publicity.
Or else the whole thing is a hoax, and they don't have the money at all.
I agree with him.
I'm down with that.
I'm not voting or going.
For real?
Are you positive?
You sure?
Yep, you heard me.
Okay, Your Highness. Then we three humble slaves shall bring back the $100 million, and you'll be sorry.
I don't think
I
Randy's
can't
okay with
wait
that
to
comment.
commune with the undead.
Yeah, neither.
I'd use the money for a chainsaw and hack my way into fame and fear. Ha ha!
Oh, brother.
Who the
Okay,
fuck
then.
are these people? How? I'm sorry. Who the fuck? Who the fuck are? I want to go back in
I don't
time.
know,
and just,
Evan. Fame and fear tend to make you do some wild shit.
like it just. Like I love how you have the archetypes because this was still in the age of archetypes where you had the gym bro who was a brawler but didn't have a lot of brains, and then you have the basic white girl, and then the beta male who's probably not really that muscular but he's just he's got a really good personality. But it's just like
We'll catch
but just for he's like, I just want a chainsaw to hack my way to fame and fortune. Like, what the fuck?
later, Erico.
Let's go!
We're dispensable.
Oh, of course. God, I honestly could have. I honestly feel I should have got some alcohol so we could just turn this into a drinking game.
I told you, man, we could have made this night a drinking game, but you didn't want to.
No, I know. I quit drinking. A few days later. Let me guess her friends are missing, so she's going to go find them.
What? How'd you know?
I know, right?
Excuse me. Did you see 3 high school kids around here 3 days ago? They had special invites. What?
Of course.
I don't know if you want to just like jump halfway or something like through the video to get some gameplay in, just to see what it was all about.
Okay, well, let's do some gameplay. Because this is what is it, like the first level where it's adrenaline. They didn't even spell adrenaline correctly.
Bleeding, really bleeding.
Bleeding. Maximum set.
But basically, you investigate the terrain around you, and on occasion, you would get some benefits like clues and buffs and items. Or if you're
want a recovery operation, want a resuscitating operation. What the?
Tasty bad. You got 4 characters. You think one of them's gonna not die, and you have to go come back?
No, I know. It's just still like, the hell kind of crap is this? This is so weird. Okay, I mean
the Dreamcast.
Okay, am I the only person that kind of misses the days when they would just give anybody a game? You know what I mean? Like they just had a bunch of money they were throwing around. Welcome to Illbleed. I'm Michael Reynolds. I'll show you the most important thing for you to survive. Please go forward and to the right. Well, that's not exactly showing me around this board. Oh, okay. So your heart rate changes. I concealed the horror monitor where you stand now. All of your 4 senses on screen are the proof of the item. When the sensors reach their peak, press A button to obtain the horror monitor. By pressing the right trigger, you can use the horror monitor. Take a look at the tombstones behind you with it. There may be something hidden there. When it zooms in, place a warning mark there by pressing the button. Okay, so it's basically just all about, because like I think somebody was saying, one of the comments was like, oh yeah, this is all about finding stuff, like finding traps before, like sensing traps beforehand. And just
traps and monsters.
Is that a scrunchie in her hair, or is that just like a band-aid?
I don't know.
It's annoying the fuck out of me. You should avoid damaging shock events during attractions by warning the area before approaching. The adrenaline gauge in the lower left-hand corner will decrease each time you use the horror monitor. I just love the fact that they spelled adrenaline wrong.
Welcome to Dreamcast.
Yeah. The Dreamcast, Twitter before Twitter. Yeah, we only had like 100 character limit on these. When your 6th sense is active, it means that there may be items or enemies near you. I hit items beneficial to you. Get them and use them wisely. Go ahead and get Oh yeah, just go to the doll cashier. That looks just completely fucking normal. All right. Okay, yeah, let's skip forward a little bit. Oh yeah, the home run.
Oh yeah, guys, if I can ever figure out how to get Resident Evil Outbreak multiplayer to fucking work through emulation, want to do that too?
I'd actually be for that. I actually have it around here somewhere. My my ex-girlfriend Lex PCX2 actually got I got the emulation. I just need Outbreak. She got it to work a while back. I just unfollow. His only weakness is Jimmy. Though he is mad, he quickly drops his guard when he thinks of Jimmy. What the fuck? Is the key to the mission. How kind of... The fuck? Oh, wait. I went a little too far. Yeah, it's honestly hard to read that at times. Okay, dude, you saw the fucking trap. Okay, never mind.
Cool.
I honestly thought he fell in. That was my fault. I'll admit this game seems kind of like it's janky, but it seems interesting. Am I the only person that thinks that? Playing
Yeah.
for life. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm like, what should we watch more?
I think they get the idea.
Yeah, I think you guys get the idea of how janky 2001 video games were. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes, Evan, these were the games that caused violence.
Yes. Yeah, these are the games that caused people to shoot up school. Jesus Christ. If anything caused people to shoot up schools, it was just how bad these games were. Jesus Christ. The last thing that went through their mind was the bullet, and they were grateful for it. Fuck. Oh, God, just... If any of the lawyers for that lawsuit are watching, just show them Ill Bleed and other games. Just be like, yeah, these are the games that cause violence.
Show them anything from Dreamcast, and you're fine.
Yeah, like literally. And when one of the jurors grabs the bailiff's gun to jam it in his mouth, you'll see my logic. Anybody else got anything to talk about? You wanna like, yeah? Should we have a janky game of the week and just watch janky games for a little bit?
Hell, if one of us could fucking play it, that'd be fucking great too, depending on what it is.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If someone finds a hilarious video game for Evan to play, he could play it. We all stream and share, and we all commentate it.
Fucking
just enjoy the experience.
Someone made a fucking a PS1 port of Master Arena, or hold on, let me see real quic.
Are you talking about the downgrades or whatever?
No, someone made a mod game of Armored Core Master of Arena, where you play as one of the fucking girls from Sailor Moon.
Oh God! Oh yeah, Rule of Rose. I actually talked about this game not too long ago. Like I said a little bit ago. It's not bad.
It's one of those games I've actually looked into when I was a kid. I wanted to play it, but I could never emulate at the time because I had shitty computer.
Yeah, like I said, it's worth like $800 at the shop.
We failed. We failed.
What?
We forgot to talk about one specific horror game at all, and we feel like we need to bring it up.
What?
House of the Dead 2.
Oh Jesus! It's funny. Hold that thought. And we will see you guys next week with House of the Dead 1 and 2 because the dialogue is top tier.
Well, at that point, might as well just look up the story, like this entire storyline of 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I think G-Man Lives does a video on that. Like a bunch of people have done a video on that. But yeah, like so many people have done videos on it. But it's just
we'll do a best of then.
Yeah, best of like what is it? You want to just go through and just do all the janky dialogue. That's the thing that sucked with the remake is the fact that the remake of the first game, or it was either the first game or the second game, they actually wrote better dialogue, and that's kind of sad because the janky dialogue from the first, from the janky, just the horrible dialogue is hilarious.
Yeah,
like it's just hilarious. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. Sorry, guys, that we talked about some depressing. I mean, I wouldn't even call it depressing things, just stupid shit for a while. But this is what I like to do. And if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe. George, Val, you guys got anything to plug while you're here?
Recently.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I'm just thinking right now.
Okay. I recently just started back up my playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1. I am now approaching the end game. I say that, but it's like 2/3. Really excited to do some grinding, but nonetheless, as soon as I finish Kingdom Hearts 1, I'll be putting the rest on the back burner till the rest of them come out on Steam, because it's going to be of a more like it's going to be like with the Epic Game Store. It's like unstable sometimes for me when I'm playing. Like there's like there's like controller drift, but there's also my camera freaks out every once in a while.
Oh, that's always annoying.
I feel it's mostly in part of Kingdom Hearts 1 because the camera in that game was just you had to fight with it sometimes.
Yeah. I should really play Kingdom Hearts. Like, part of me is just waiting until fucking they release that collection, and then.
Well, it's June 13th, so you just literally got to wait 11 days.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck. I didn't realize it was that soon.
I will say this though, it's not like every single game. It's like in the 1.5 and 2.5 bundle, you get the first game, Rechain of Memories. You get a movie for $358 over 2 days.
Oh, really? They didn't port over the entire game.
Well, because what's it called? It was the DS game.
Oh yeah.
So they couldn't really do it. You get Kingdom Hearts 2, which comes after that chronologically, technically speaking. They had Birth by Sleep, and they had Recoded, which was also a movie because I do believe it was also
a mobile
game. Well, no. Well, yes and no. Because Recoded came out in story-wise.
And then there was Chain of Memories, which I remember getting on my Game Boy SP actually, and I actually played the shit out of that too.
Yeah, it was on the Game Boy, it was on your phone, and it was on console later on.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and then 2.8, that was the other Nintendo DS game, Dream Drop Distance. The movie for Cross, or I think it was a key black cover or back cover. And then 0.2, which was like a continuation of like it was weird. It was the one game that connected Birth by Sleep at the end of it to the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, or at least to like the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. So there was like a canonical like lead up to it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then like I think one of the final scenes was legitimately like the final cutscene or continuation of that led up to the introductory cutscene of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay. Okay, that actually sounds kind of interesting. So I'll at least try, see, I'll at least try it out, and because I might have, I'll go over my games again because I might have them on PlayStation 4, but I honestly don't remember.
Honestly, I'd say just go for the Steam version of them because the original ones, they had a lot of bugs fixed.
Okay, fair.
And a lot of other things that were kind of changed to make it, I wouldn't say easier, but to get the Ultima weapon in Kingdom Hearts 1 is like a drag because you legitimately have to synthesize a bunch of other stuff that leads up to it. And the material grind for that is just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, I honestly can imagine that.
I mean, I'm doing it because I want to, but I'm just saying it's gonna be you do not have to get the Ultima weapon to beat the game, but you might need it if you want to fight Sephiroth.
Oh man, I don't know why. Ever since I got that Fabula Ultima, I've just been just thinking about all the things I could do.
The power is yours.
It really is, dude. If I wanted to run a Kingdom Hearts game, I could do it. Really could.
I know we should do next time if we're doing the PM stream for this. I'm gonna double check it. We watched the original animated G.I. Joe cartoon, and anytime they make any reference to America or Cobra, we have to take a shot.
Ah, man, that depends on if what is it like if I work next Sunday, because I can't always do the soapbox in the I can do it in the morning or I can do it in the
I'm just saying next time we do it during the PMs.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious.
That we watch the Boondocks, but then you have to set up to where it's not going to be on YouTube because we don't want Uncle Ruckus.
Oh god. Oh god. How about we do a next time we do the Sunday Soapbox, we should do our favorite moments that you couldn't make today.
How do you mean? Like in what exactly?
Okay, like things that aren't politically correct that you could not make again, like you couldn't do it again today because people would get so pissed off.
Oh, I'm gonna need a checklist for this.
Yeah,
I had one thing in mind, but it just went off my mind.
So okay, guys. So next week, what will happen is no matter what, we'll do what is it? We'll start with a couple stories of shit that's going on in entertainment and video games and stuff like that. Then we will, the two things that we will do is we'll have like a small like a clip, like one clip from each of us about like either stuff in either video games, movies, or TV shows about shit that you just couldn't do in this day and age. Otherwise, people would get pissed off. And then we'll do what is it? We'll do oh god, I had an idea and I lost it. The next one will be hi Colbster. We're about to sign off now, but I appreciate
you. Know what?
You.
While we're at the end of this, I want to go off on some positive news. I did to get, I guess, just signing away bonus here. On YouTube, underneath the channel by the name of My Name is Biff, BYF. Mad respects to the man, and I would honestly recommend going to view it because it is literally a 10-hour video that describes the entire story of Destiny. I don't play the game, I don't really love playing the game, but the story is what kind of drew my attention. And so if you want to know what that game's all about without having to play a single thing and just enjoy the lore, 10-hour video for you right there.
Huh.
There are moments of breaks and pauses though, so you can step away and process or take care of necessities.
Okay. And with that, we will leave you with what is it? We will leave you this week, but next week, what is it? We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're just gonna chill some more. So I hope to see you there. I'm Evan from Stu the Awesome Game, and I will catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody.
All right, Evan, come on, man. We gotta go to the amusement park now that sells dynamite.
Yeah. Classic Jim Bro phrase.